Hey everyone, welcome back to 1000 Manga Recap. Last time, we saw Wu-chan reset time. Now, moving forward. Wu-chan steps into a room, a knife gripped tightly in his hand. With swift, decisive moves, he kills the snake lying in wait. As he opens a locker, there's a mix of determination and curiosity on his face. Let's see what secrets you're hiding in here. He murmurs, pulling out a stack of documents. As he reads through the papers, his eyes widen in shock. Fang Jingyu used a high-frequency electron gun during the third young mistress's oral examination. The frequency kept increasing with every check. Wu-chan's mind races. Could there be others? Let's see. Yes, there are others. 5 more, all subjected to the same treatment. His heart pounds as he picks up his phone, the thought creeping into his mind, could these 5 people be suffering from the same condition as the third young mistress? I need to hack into the hospital systems, now, with a few swift keystrokes. He gains access, but what he finds leaves him breathless. Good heavens, just like the third young mistress, all 5 have intracranial tumors caused by excessive radiation. The realization hits him like a ton of bricks. Fang Jingyu has found a way to kill without leaving a trace. But who's her real target? He flips through the papers, and then, something catches his eye. Wang Xiaomei. Teeth cleaning and care. Wait, that's Song Xian's best friend, Wang Xiaomei. Could it be? His mind races as he dives deeper into the investigation. The Wang and Fang families used to be close, almost like family. Wang Xiaomei even saw Fang Jingyu as a godmother, but they drifted apart after the divorce, until Wang Xiaomei went to university in the capital. She complained to her godmother that Song Xian was distant, always practicing in the recording studio. Fang Jingyu, who seemed uninterested, suddenly took notice after seeing a photo of them together. She built a similar recording studio at Wang Xiaomei's home. As the pieces fall into place, we see Song Xian in the studio, unaware of the danger. Wu-chan's voice trembles with realization. Fang Jingyu knew. She recognized Song Xian as Wu Yurong's daughter. With the right setup, she could induce an intracranial tumor in Song Xian using Wang Xiaomei's studio, just like the others. Desperation laces his thoughts. Let me cross-check the timelines. Yes, it's all there. Fang Jingyu built that studio for Wang Xiaomei after the third young mistress and the others. She wanted revenge on Sister Rome so badly that she didn't even spare her goddaughter. Now, all I have to do is wait for Fang Jingyu to walk into the trap. 2 minutes later, Fang Jingyu opens the door, only to be met with Wu-chan's fury. He strikes her down, and as she crumples to the floor, she gasps in disbelief. Impossible. You weren't bitten by the snake. Wu-chan's voice is cold and unfeeling. I'm in a hurry, no time to chat. Half a day later, Wu-chan stands surrounded by a group of people, his expression as hard as steel. Wang Xiaomei is trembling with fear, and Song Xian, nervously, asks, Senior? What's happening? Wu-chan's voice cuts through the air like a blade. Song Xian, you need to stop practicing. Your friend's recording studio has to be dismantled immediately. Wang Xiaomei, her voice shaking, protests, Senior, you're being too domineering. Why are you tearing down my house? If you don't explain, we're not done here. Wu-chan reveals a hidden device, his words laced with urgency. See for yourself, there's a high-frequency electron gun hidden in the speakers. This studio is killing you with excessive electromagnetic radiation. There's no time to argue. Both of you, go to the hospital for a full-body checkup immediately. Scene shifts to an ambulance rushing through the streets. Wu-chan's voice is tense as he orders, notify me as soon as the results are out. We see Wu Yurong running towards Wu-chan, her face pale with fear. Husband, what's happening? She demands. Wu-chan explains, his voice heavy with anger. Fang Jingyu's been experimenting on the third young mistress and others, and she was planning to kill Song Xian using her goddaughter Wang Xiaomei. Wu Yurong's eyes blaze with fury. She's worse than a beast. Wu-chan nods. I brought her to Donghai. How you deal with her, Sister Rong, is up to you. We find ourselves at a dark, ominous room. Wu Yurong's voice is cold and merciless as she slaps Fang Jingyu across the face. After all these years, I thought you'd forgotten about the past. I never expected this. Fang Jingyu, her voice dripping with hatred, sneers, Humph. Forgotten? Aren't you still digging into my past behind my back? Wu Yurong's voice quivers with anger. I investigated you. I have. But Wu-chan stops her, his voice firm. Wu Yurong, don't waste your breath on her. His mind reflects on the situation. It all started with the third young mistress's illness. I stumbled upon it by accident. Fang Jingyu, accepting her fate, says with a twisted sense of pride, the victor becomes the king, and the defeated becomes the outlaw. Since I've fallen into your hands, I have nothing more to say. But it's a pity I won't see the moment your child is buried. Wu Yurong, filled with confusion and pain, says, I never understood why you suddenly aborted the child and divorced, or why you're hurting Xian now. What did I do to make you hate me so much? Fang Jingyu, her voice tinged with sadness, replies, "You don't need to understand, and neither do I, this lifetime, it's just like this." Wu Yurong, as she leaves, states coldly, "You're right, the causes and consequences don't matter. If you dare to touch Xian, you better be fully prepared." We see Wu Chen and Wu Yurong in the car. Wu Chen hands her a button, "Here, Sister Rong." Wu Yurong takes it and presses, unleashing a swarm of deadly snakes towards Fang Jingyu. Wu Yurong's voice trembles with a mix of anger and sorrow. "Husband, my head hurts so much. I want to kill so many people. You must find a way to stop me, or I'll really lose control." Scene shifts. We see Wu Yurong and Wu Chen, now engaged in a grueling exercise routine. Wu Chen, lifting her legs, reassures her, "It's okay, Sister Rong. You can take it all out on me. We'll deal with the rest later." After a moment, Wu Chen asks, "Feeling better?" Wu Yurong, catching her breath, replies, "Half and half. Let my husband rest, I'll go take a shower first." Just then, Wu Chen's phone rings. The doctor's voice on the other end is grave. "Mr. Wu, the test results are out. Song Xian's condition is relatively stable, but the real concern is Wang Xiaomei." Wu Chen's voice is steady. "Okay, I understand. Proceed with the treatment as instructed." He reflects on everything that has happened. "I used to be so focused on maneuvering through the power struggles of the families, that I neglected the darkness lurking in people's hearts. What happened with Fang Jingyu? It can never happen again." We see Huang hacking into Wu Chen's laptop, his voice a mix of urgency and frustration. "Hey, Wu Chen. Gu Ruibo and Bao Jinhui can't handle things here. That second Miss Xiang is back, and no one can control her. She's driven several actors crazy, the drama can't even be filmed anymore." Wu Chen calls Boss Mao, who quickly explains, "Mr. Wu, we only just finished clearing the real estate a few days ago. Construction at the film base started recently, but strange incidents have been happening non-stop. Work has almost come to a halt. Could you come and take a look? If you like my video, please share and subscribe."